It's time for the final Prowlers Coaches Show from Wings Etc., at least during the regular season, as Alex Johnson and Nick Favaro will join us this evening. Lots of fun to be had, lots of things to talk about, including the new Flags retro jerseys that will be playing in next weekend, and playoff time. It's coming up here on the Prowlers Coaches Show next on the PHP Network.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers hockey. Get your tickets for the show now at phprowlers.com/tickets.
Keep up with your Prowlers all season long on social media. Follow us on Facebook at the Port Huron Prowlers, Instagram at PH Prowlers, and Twitter at PH Prowlers. And you can find more information on our website, phprowlers.com.
That's right, playoff hockey. It's around the corner. Still a couple more weeks to go in the regular season, but playoffs are almost here. And are we going to see you back in the lineup for playoffs?
Yeah, you'll see me back in the lineup Friday night.
Friday night, book it. Alex Johnson back in the lineup. All right, yeah. So lots of excitement from your teammates over there.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. It's been a long 3 weeks, I guess, now. Seems like it's been months.
But, hey, you've gotten to do a little coaching these past few weeks. And have you enjoyed your time behind the bench?
It's been great. Really took it all in, hit the ground running with it. But, yeah, I'm just ready to be back, honestly.
I see you've been getting into the iPad that we have on the bench now.
Yeah, I kind of feel like an iPad kid on the bench, but no, I find it really helpful. I used to grab Bridget's phone all the time, actually, so I could rewatch plays. So now we have an iPad on the bench. It's pretty nice to be able to go back and see the plays in real time and fix them right then and there.
We actually have a screenshot of that. We're going to be posting that tomorrow. But anyway, let's go back through these last couple of weeks. It was a good homestand, 4-0 homestand, but before that, in Indiana, that weird Thursday game, the rescheduled game. Take us back through that one, which, again, not on the original schedule. It was kind of a weird one, just kind of slipped in there.
Yeah, it was kind of just a quick trip on Thursday, leave in the morning, get to the rink, warm up, play the game, come right home. I think everybody was really looking forward to playing Topeka, really, that weekend. That was a big weekend to play Topeka. So we're just looking forward to that, and I guess it was kind of a trap game in a sense, you could say. And not that we overlooked them or anything, but they play a weird style of hockey and just kind of sit back in the neutral zone and don't really let you get through there. So we just didn't find the back of the net. I think we had our chances and ended up dropping the game 4-1, unfortunately.
Well, you guys are certainly ready for Topeka, though. You came back and, trailing. You trailed in that game, the Friday game against Topeka, and then able to score 4 unanswered goals in front of the home crowd. And, again, you talked about it. You guys were under tough circumstances with all the travel and whatnot. What did we get back, like 5:30 in the morning on that Friday?
Yeah, 5:30 in the morning. Most guys just went home and slept the day away and then got ready for the game, and they put together a good one.
Yeah, it was a good game. Got a couple of goals from Lucas Lockney, Jamie Bussell with the game winner, Artu Hakala also getting on the board in that game. And our guy who's joining us on the show later, Nick Favaro, had 3 assists in that game. Bailey Huber, 23 saves. And back in the win column, and you talked about it, a big series against Topeka at that point in the season. And then they had you down 3-1 the next night. In the third period, and your power play took over, and I know from behind the bench you had a big hand in the power play.
Yeah, we saw a couple things that they did on the PK, and we adjusted. We adjusted really well. We brought the power play into the office in between the second and third, showed him a couple things, showed him exactly what it would take to score, told Lucas a couple things that when he gets the puck in front of the net all alone, he better put it in the back of the net, and he did exactly that.
And he did, and then get the power play in overtime. Take us through that play, first of all, where Koash is going up the ice with a chance to end the game, right before you guys get the power play.
Yeah, 3-on-3 OT gets a bit exciting there. You can have a bit of back and forth. So both teams are going to get scoring chances in 3-on-3 OT. It's really fun, and they got a break there. It looked like Koash was going to be on a breakaway, but we had a pretty big back check by Reggie, one of the fastest guys in the league, and he caught him. I don't think he was too happy about it. Gave Reggie a little cross check in the corner, sent us to the power play.
Another great picture that we're going to be posting tomorrow. Great picture. I think it was from Lakewood Photography. They just got a great shot of Reggie on the ground, like smiling right up at Koash because he knew what was coming. You guys took that timeout. What were you looking at when you took the timeout? Take us in there.
We were just looking for just really kind of like a diamond setup with Graham screen in front, area 51. But, yeah, it was nice. Fett's up top. They gave him kind of a wide-open look in between the circles, and he buried at 5-hole, I think.
You think we need Area 51 shirts in the team store?
I think so, honestly. It's just too perfect.
Put them right at the top of the blue paint, Area 51. Yeah, I think those would sell.
I also think they would sell.
We'll get the people on that. So.
Put a little green body on Matt Graham or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a big comeback win. 3 power play goals, 3 for 3 on the power play in that game, and a big sweep of Topeka. And that kind of, I felt like that really secured that spot, the second place spot for it. Obviously hadn't clinched at that point, but it really put you in a great spot to clinch the second seed and get that home ice advantage in the first round.
Yeah, no, it did. We were always looking for that home ice advantage for the first round at least. We haven't had it the past 5 years in the playoffs, and it makes a big difference having to travel for that first game and then getting to be home the rest of the weekend, especially at McMorran.
Well, then you guys made a few splashes in the collegiate signings space.
Yeah, no. I'll credit Chris Paulin and his recruiting. He kind of takes over that area and lets me and Graham coach. But yeah, he did an awesome job there. We brought in 3 really special players, in my opinion. We got to see them against Watertown that first night, and they really showed what they could do. Yeah,
that first game against Watertown. I'll just go through all the franchise records that you guys set for anyone who hadn't been listening to the broadcast. Tied a franchise record, 12 goals, second time in franchise history to reach that. Bobby Price, Grayson Dietrich with 4 goals apiece. That ties a franchise record. The 4th and 5th players to do that. And then the 11-goal win margin is the largest in franchise history. And that was just – it was unbelievable. I was watching. I don't think I've ever seen a downed performance like that since I've been here.
Yeah, no, everything was just going right. It was fun to watch Bobby and Grayson kind of go back and forth there, see who was going to get more goals. And then Chop also had a couple nice goals there.
Shot of the night, didn't it?
You love it.
Yeah,
you
shot
love
of the night, right?
Out of him. Yeah, shot of the night. Nice clapper from the top of the circle, top left corner. Seen that one from him a couple times.
So 12-1, the final score of that game, and really able to spread it around. But talk about how you only gave up 13 shots to them, and you're able to score 12 goals, but it didn't really feel like the team was cheating for offense at all. It was you guys are staying disciplined and still able to score the 12.
No, yeah, it was easy to stay with our game plan against them. It worked really well. They were giving us speed through the neutral zone and giving us some odd man rushes all night, and we took great advantage of that. We have a lot of speed up front, and they really made it happen and had a special night offensively.
Then able to keep it locked down defensively the next night, even though the 10 fewer goals, but still got the win 2-1 to wrap up the homestand. 4-0 on the homestand. Shout out the McMorran crowd out there and cheering. And yeah, thank you, BY. McMorran crowd was loud and proud both weekends and helped get you guys to some more wins.
Yeah, no, McMorran's been great. Our fans have been coming out, being loud in the stands, really giving it to the opposing team's bench. You love to see it. Can't wait for even more in the playoffs. Yeah,
a couple weeks until we get to see the McMorran crowd again. About a week and a half until we see the McMorran crowd again. But able to wrap that 4-game homestand up with a 2-1 win, reach 100 points, clinch that second seed, and take us through that and being able to clinch all that.
Yeah, I think after beating a team 12-1, you kind of go like, oh, like we can kind of just do whatever we want, and like the puck's gonna go in the back of the net, and kind of like felt like we took the foot off the gas off them a little bit, and just thought everything was gonna go in. I thought we had great scoring chances all night. I think we had the knob of the goalie's stick like 5 times. A little lucky there. I don't think he even moved for him. We hit a crossbar at one point. So I think the score could have been a lot more lopsided than that, but it was good to get the 3 points and get to 100. I think pretty cool mark to get to.
First time since 2017-18 reaching the 100-point mark, so a big milestone there for the Prowlers in a season that's had a lot of big milestones throughout this year. But now back on the road for the final time this regular season, Binghamton and Danbury. And talk about this Friday game against Binghamton. It's the kind of measuring stick that you guys are going to get there.
Yeah, no, it's a big one for us. It's going to be the first time they see the new guys we brought in. I don't expect them to play all their guys, but they might use that as an excuse for when it happens on Friday night. But it's going to be a big game nonetheless. It's always exciting playing in Binghamton. Their fans really bring the noise all night, and it's just an exciting rink to play in. And
the interesting transaction for the Black Bears this week, they brought back Connor McAnanima, who had been with Peoria in the SPHL for a large chunk of this season. Meanwhile, Dominic Tomei has 7 shutouts, and he hasn't given up a goal in over 212 minutes. I looked at, he's had a shutout each of his last 3 starts, and now Connor McAnanima is back. Who are you expecting to see on Friday?
I don't know. They have 4 goalies. I really don't know. For me, it doesn't matter who's in net. We're gonna do our best to light the lamp on them all night anyway.
Yeah, that should be interesting come playoff time. I know we want to stay focused on the Prowlers, but I think in the first round of the playoffs, I'd be very interested to see who Binghamton decides to go to when you have a guy who helped win the last 2 Commissioners' Cups for you, and then a guy who has looked like one of the top goaltenders in the league this year.
Yeah, no, both are good goalies, but I think we know how to beat both of them, so it doesn't matter who's in net for them, honestly.
And then you get to go back to Danbury on Saturday night, and they're a bit of a different team since the last time you've seen them back in January, and that could be an interesting challenge. Now, we don't know if they'll be eliminated from playoff contention at that point. It'll be possible, but they could be a desperate team if they're not eliminated yet.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting for their lives. They had a great series against Binghamton last weekend, 1-0 loss in Binghamton, and then they beat them, I think, 6-4 on Saturday night in Danbury. So you can't take that team lightly. Always tough place to play in Danbury, and I think they have a lot of new guys in there. They've had a lot of changeover this year trying to find the right combination of players, but they're still fighting for their playoff lives, so we're going to give it everything we have that night too.
Well, both of those games start at 7 p.m. Friday the 3rd in Binghamton, Saturday the 4th in Danbury. You can find both of them right here on the PHP Network YouTube channel. Always free to watch. And, it should be some great games there. And then you get to come back on April 10th and 11th. And we have some great things going on April 10th and 11th. Retro Night. The flags fly again at McMorran Place on April the 10th. So anyone who is nostalgic for the IHL Port Huron flags. Come out to that game. We got those flags, throwback jerseys in. Those might be the most high-quality specialty jerseys that we've ever had.
Yeah, we really wanted to do the flags justice. So instead of like the normal like sublimated jersey you would see for a specialty night, they're full stitch and twill. Like they look really good. They're really cool jerseys.
They are unbelievable. I think the first number I saw in the box was 91. I was like, oh, Fedorov, but it's actually Connor Basal. But
A close second, right?
it was close. Yeah, that was close. Just a little less Russian, but yeah. But yeah, we'll be auctioning off those jerseys after the game, so be sure to stick around after the game for that. There will also be Flags alumni in the building, including at least one guy who's up there on the wall has his number retired. So be sure to come out to see who that could be. You'll get
There's also a giveaway that night too.
Is there a giveaway? What is that giveaway, Johnny?
I believe it is a retro game night program.
Yes, that's right. So if you like those old programs you used to see, back in the day, our Zach Dotson, our graphic designer, he has been working very hard over the last month or so. All kinds of throwback stuff in there. It's gonna look like it came out of the 1970s. It's really, really cool. He's finishing it up this week, so we'll be giving that out to the first couple hundred fans who come out to that game, and there'll be a spot in there for autographs, certainly, when you meet those Flags alumni who are there in the building. So get there early and get your one-of-a-kind programs, and then come back out on the 11th, 6:05 p.m., that Saturday night. That is Fan Appreciation Night, and Johnny, I know you want to talk about the giveaway that night.
Yeah, this is something I wanted to happen now for a couple years, and we finally were able to make it happen. We're doing a kids jersey giveaway for the first 500 kids in that fan appreciation game. I think it's going to be really cool. McMorran will be filled up. It'll be cool to see all the kids with their jerseys on. But yeah, it took a lot to make it happen. The adult jersey giveaway was a huge hit, so after we saw that happen, we knew we had to do the kids jersey giveaway, and the company we usually use, we couldn't use them, so we had to get creative, and I worked with a guy from Pakistan for a while. Didn't know if we were going to be able to get it done, but I was happy to see when those 5 boxes arrived downstairs.
Yeah, so both of those, both the throwback jerseys and the kids giveaway jerseys, which is the first 500 kids 14 and under into the building on Saturday night, the 11th. They'll get one of those. Shout out to Jim White of Mobility Remodelers for helping us with those jerseys. Johnny, what number is on the back of those jerseys?
6'7".
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry to all the parents as well right now.
Yep, 6'7" on the back of those kids' jerseys for that giveaway. Again, the first 500. And we have a second giveaway because we appreciate our fans that much. 2 giveaways on Fan Appreciation Night. We took our team photo today. We'll be giving out printouts of the team photo. So when you hit the ice with the team after the game or post-game skate with the players, you can get that signed by all the guys. So be sure to get there early for that as well.
How many are we giving away of those?
TBD.
All right.
We'll find out, but hopefully a lot. We'll see how much paper we have in the printer back at the office. No, I'm just kidding. We will be getting those printed. But yeah, so lots of giveaways, lots of exciting stuff coming up in the last regular season weekend of the season. And get your tickets, phprowlers.com/tickets. You know what? Tickets also dropped today online.
Playoff tickets.
Playoff tickets are online now. phprowlers.com/playoffs. And we know the schedule for round 1, at least. We don't know where we're going or what team we're playing, but I believe we do know the schedule.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be Topeka or Blue Ridge, right?
Yep.
And then we're going on the road Wednesday night that week, and then back home for Friday, and then Saturday if necessary.
So it'll be Wednesday the 15th, either in Topeka or Blue Ridge, game time TBD. But then Friday the 17th, will be 7:05 p.m. at McMorran. That place better be rocking. I don't want to be able to hear myself think throughout that broadcast. We'll have the fans going, and we'll see handshakes on McMorran Place Ice either that Friday or Saturday night. That Saturday night looks like it will also be a 7:05 p.m. game if necessary. So you get those tickets now, phprowlers.com/playoffs. And make sure you're out there loud and proud, and we may or may not have some kind of giveaway for that first playoff game. We'll see. Something may be in the works, but that should be exciting. And I mean,
I think it is guaranteed.
Is it? We are confirmed.
I won't confirm it yet, but I believe there will be a giveaway for Friday night.
You can't use the word guaranteed like that. Come on, yeah. Yeah, we might see Jamie Bussell in the line outside just so he can get himself a giveaway. He'll be out there stretching. But, so get your playoff tickets now, and make sure McMorran is at least as loud as it was last year, because last year that was electric.
Yeah, no, the playoffs were absolutely amazing, and I think it helped carry us to going undefeated on home ice as well.
Yep, undefeated home ice in the playoffs. So. Last year, so that was exciting, and we have much more excitement coming up on the Prowlers Coaches Show from Wings Etc. Nick Favaro, your D partner for most of this season, is going to join us on the Coaches Show coming up next. So get your questions ready for Nick Favaro and Alex Johnson. It's coming up next on the Prowlers Coaches Show here from Wings Etc.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorran experience. This is Prowlers hockey. Get your tickets for the show now at phprowlers.com/tickets.
Keep up with your Prowlers all season long on social media. Follow us on Facebook at the Port Huron Prowlers, Instagram at PHProwlers, and Twitter at PHProwlers. And you can find more information on our website, phprowlers.com.
Back here on the Prowlers Coaches Show here from Wings Etc. Uh-oh. Not great. Sorry, yeah, it was you. Well, we'll blame you. No, I'm just kidding. It's my fault. But
Is Fabs' mic on?
Yeah.
It's me. Hello.
Yeah, he's on. He's ready to go. Nick Favaro in the house. Let's give a round of applause for Nick Favaro. First year as a Prowler, and you got to be Johnny's D partner most of the year.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had to kind of keep Johnny calm a couple times, but for the most part, it's been a good time. Just a couple meltdowns, but it's been good. We were playing well.
Just a couple meltdowns. I thought you were behaving yourself this year.
I have been. I only have 53 penalty minutes, I think.
That's good. I mean, that's like, I don't even think that's half of what B-Way has. And
I know.
Parsons.
We had a couple of high-minute guys there in the league.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no. I just play the game with a lot of emotion, so sometimes you just got to have a meltdown, you know?
Sometimes you have to have a meltdown. Yeah, see, that's what we should put on the back of the playoff shirts. Sometimes you just have to have a meltdown. Playoff shirts, by the way, that's something we've been working on. Just like last year, they are team and player designed, player voted on, and hopefully we'll be revealing those either this week or next. I did see a comment asking when we'll be able to see the preview of the throwback jerseys. We'll also, I think I'm going to be posting those tomorrow, so get to see those. But Jamie Bussell has been doing a lot of the legwork, most of the legwork on designing the playoff jersey. So big hand for Jamie Bussell on all his hard work, those playoff shirts. Good work. And hopefully we'll get those previewed coming up next week. But Johnny, what's it been like being D partners with Favs this year?
It was great. Super easy to play with. I think we read off each other extremely well, moved the puck to each other extremely well. Just a lot of communication out there between the both of us, and was a lot of fun playing with him. It still is.
Oh, Faz, this is your first year as a Prowler. What's been your impression so far of Port Huron?
It's been really good. I've loved it. I've loved the group. Like when I first got traded here, Reed told me the group is really good. You're going to enjoy it. So it's been good. I've had a good time. The hockey's been really well. So enjoying my life on and off the rink.
I asked Blake Anderson this. You guys part of that same trade this summer. Where were you when you found out you got traded to Port Huron?
So I was actually working at a goalie school. So the call was really quick during like a flood. So I just got the call quick, like, hey, we traded you. Matt Graham will be calling you soon. Good luck. And then, yeah, I was kind of out of it for the rest of the skate. And then I called Grammer, and yeah, it felt better. And then kind of got moved from there. But yeah, definitely unexpected for sure.
And I guess Coop told you a little bit more about the room. You guys.
Yeah, I think Coop just talked about like the group we have, the culture we've brought in from like our older guys, our leadership group. They just kind of show that it's team first, and then I think everybody gets along outside of the rink. We're hanging out, and you enjoy your time in the room. So it just kind of helps you play better when you know you have a group that's rooting for each other and is together.
What was it like playing with Coop back in college? Because I see him looking over here. Yeah.
I mean, Coop was good in college. He did really well. He kind of carried our team that last year to a really good year, and yeah, did well. I mean, off the ice, he's kind of the same. I think he's a little busier on the weekends, but yeah, I mean, he was a good teammate in college, and still the same guy now. So we're doing well.
Busier on the weekends, huh? So coming out of Curry, you went to the ECHL, played with a couple of coast teams. What was your experience like in the coast? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was good. Most of the time just nervous, but yeah, it was good. It was a fast play of hockey, and definitely nice to play in some cool rinks and things like that. But yeah, I mean, it was fun there, and I enjoyed it.
How did you end up getting to Monroe the next year?
So I was in Macon for most of that year, and our season was going decently, and then ultimately I just talked to their GM, and we worked something out where they kind of wanted to go on a run and hopefully make playoffs, and that was the plan. And yeah, we talked, and then I kind of liked what he was saying, and yeah, I ended up there and finished the year there.
I heard when you went to Macon, you had an interesting story about when you first got to your house.
Oh yeah, so it was the living situation. They were on the road when I got there, so there was a couple guys who hadn't traveled. So when I got there, they were already playing, and there was a guy who wasn't there on the couch, and the first thing he said to me was like, "Oh, I'm on the couch, but you could take it. I'll sleep on the floor tonight." So I wasn't sure what was happening, and the coaches were gone, so I texted the coach, and during the intermission, he actually kicked another player out of his room who was sleeping. So then I watched that player get all the stuff out of the room around like 11 o'clock at night, and then I moved my things in, and then he ended up sleeping on the floor. So it was a really awkward start, especially for me and him, and I'm just trying to get my things into a room, and the first thing I hear is just like, "Oh, we could share the couch room or the living room."
That's how it goes in the SP sometimes, I guess. First weekend, though, against Danbury, like here in Port Huron after the trade, you did get a goal, but how were you, how was it like settling in with the team, especially everything that went on in Danbury after you weren't part of the playoff series last year? What were you hearing about, what you were going into there in Danbury?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a lot, and I know there was the flag plant from B-Way before, so I knew there was animosity, and I knew we were going to get into it at the start, but I wasn't really sure how it was going to go down. And then I think before warm-up in our first game, they had maybe Swanson patrolling the red line. So I don't know, I was a little nervous, just making sure I was keeping my head up, especially whenever he was out there.
Well, let's get some questions from some fans here. Do we have anybody in the building want to ask a question? I don't have anyone walking around, but if you have a question, raise your hand and yell it loud. We'll start with some questions here on the stream for Nick Favaro. We got one in.
So, everyone in Port Huron's been wondering lately, what's your favorite drill we do at practice?
What's your favorite drill at practice from B-Way?
I would say favorite drill at practice would have to be Friday mornings right after the 2-on-1s when we do the blue line work. Just watching you go right ahead of me, not a single stick handle for the first rep, and everyone gets loud. So, yeah, I'm going to say that drill. The energy's high.
Another one back there. Yeah. Brett Lockhart's got one.
What's your average shift length?
What's your average shift length?
Instat says 47, so not bad, a little high. But,
You're in the yellow.
I'm in the yellow.
You're in the yellow for Poly there.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
Sometimes you get stuck, but yeah, I'm close to 45, working on it.
Ando's fault usually when you get stuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes Blake has some troubles getting the puck out, and then my shifts get long, and then yeah, that's kind of how I get to 47 sometimes. Thanks.
What's your handicap?
18 birdies. My handicap is 13.9, but I discarded the round from yesterday. I shot, it says 108, but it could have been a lot worse.
108.
Yeah, it was first round of the year. I thought, our group was mainly just there for the vibes, enjoy the golf. We weren't really there to keep score.
Who was the best in your group yesterday?
I'm going to say Dylan Marty. I thought he brought the most energy. And,
101.
yeah, he shot a 101.
He beat you.
Yeah, golf's a personal game. I think Marty was trying to stay in double digits, so he still lost.
What the other card shoot?
Yeah, Parsons, I think he shot a 94, but I was watching his strokes, and I think he miscounted on a couple holes, Brian Parsons.
He did tell me he hit 2 balls one time. But yeah, we're not going to count that. We're not going to count that is what he says. I don't know. He says we all agreed if we duffed our shot, we were all going to hit again.
Yeah, whose idea that was?
It was Fav's idea.
Breakfast ball.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's fine to take a breakfast ball.
Yeah, you need a breakfast ball. First round of the season. I usually throw it.
Breakfast ball on hole 14.
Did all of your clubs come back, and did they all come back in one piece?
Yeah, so they were Reed Cooper's clubs. Thanks, Reed, for letting me have them. So,
Okay.
yeah, extra care for those. I actually couldn't find the 5-iron for a bit. It was hiding. I was worried. Yeah, we checked.
Reed's gonna check when he gets home too. He's gonna have to double check. Let's see what we got here on the stream. LJ 3013. Nick, do you have any nicknames your loved ones call you?
I usually go by Fabsy or Nick. I would say the other ones.
All right.
But
Is that all?
Anyone-
Is that all of them?
Anyone who's really special to you? Have any different nicknames?
I mean, I think there was a court session, and yeah, my girlfriend was trying to get me fined, so she was telling the rest of the guys that she says ridiculous things to me to get this brought up in court, and yeah, she succeeded. She did well.
What kind of ridiculous things?
I plead the fifth.
Do these courts usually go well for you? No.
This week was one of my lowest, actually. I had $1, but yeah, I've had some tough fines. I got fined for getting sticked in the head one week, and that one stuck. I paid for that.
I guess your head shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, it was in the way. It was in the wrong spot.
Let's see. Who is your biggest inspiration in your hockey journey from Big Unk Andy in Section 9?
Biggest hockey inspiration. I would say Hockey inspiration to people like watching, mainly I would say I loved watching Duncan Keith back in the day, but inspiration I would say my dad, just like playing with him, talking about the game. He didn't play a lot of hockey, so he didn't, talk about like systems and things like that, but just like talking about the game with him, playing with him growing up, and street hockey back in the day on the street with him.
Wadsworth wants to know, what's your favorite pregame meal?
So pregame meal is recently just changed to tropical smoothie. So I was getting the Nutella acai bowl and the Mocha Madness smoothie. So that's my pregame meal now.
Proud partner of the Port Huron
You have
Prowlers.
2 smoothies basically for pregame meal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have it at 4. I mean, you're playing until 9:30, so yeah, gotta load up.
Yeah, I only eat lunch on game days, actually.
Yeah.
The question was for Favs.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I can talk too, Will.
Johnny, do you want?
I was discussing his tropical smoothie order.
All right, fine.
And sometimes when I order the acai bowl, it feels like I'm eating a smoothie and drinking a smoothie.
Johnny, what's your favorite pregame meal?
Core Life, honestly. I wish we had one here, but probably Chipper, I guess.
Yeah, good choice.
We'll be getting that this weekend, right?
I know, we will be
on
getting
Friday.
Core Life in Binghamton.
You're looking forward
Can't
to
wait.
that? Do you make your own bowl when you're there?
I don't.
What do you get?
I either get I think it's like the steakhouse or the Korean beef barbecue.
That one's good.
That one is.
I've had that one.
You get a nice fried egg on top there,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah. I got 2 fried eggs by accident last I was.
Wow.
Happy accident, as they say.
On the team card.
I don't think they charged me extra for it. It's their fault. Thumb Fed Talk. What's your favorite hockey memory?
I would say probably winning our first NCAA tournament with Curry College. We won, I think, at home against Bowdoin. It was our first, I think, NCAA tournament game in maybe 10 years for the team. And, yeah, we went to overtime or double overtime. And, yeah, I just remember the locker room going nuts in the room and everything. So, yeah, just winning big games.
Likes winning big games. We got some big games coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited. I mean, this weekend's going to be a big test, especially with, our final group for the rest of the year. And then, yeah, it's time for the fun games.
What was your favorite goal of your entire career from Nader Dog?
I would say probably in Blue Ridge, just to complete the hat trick to get my first one. I think was my favorite. Yeah, just to get a first hat trick. Like, I don't think I'll get another one. And, yeah, it was a nice shot, too. So, yeah, that one felt good.
you had 3 good ones that game, eh? Two
Yeah,
1-Ts and then a
bar down, I think.
elbow in snipe.
Yeah, and I needed it.
A little give and go.
Yeah, with you.
With who?
Well, yeah, with D partner.
I think it was the second one. The puck was just kind of like sliding. You just like stepped it. Like it wasn't really like it was just kind of like there.
Was that a delayed 5-on?
Yeah,
it was a delayed penalty.
Yeah, it was
where
a
they didn't
delayed
touch
penalty. They didn't touch it, and you just like wired it. Did you see Brandon Reller of the Bobcats throw his glove at his bench after that?
Yeah, because I saw him like half whack at the puck, and then mid-play while the puck was like sliding across, he's looking at the ref complaining, and nobody was playing the puck. And then, yeah, as we were skating through, he was losing it to the ref, to his bench, and yeah, it was pretty funny to watch him.
Yeah, talk about a meltdown, eh?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have a meltdown, right?
But yeah, hopefully you can conjure up some more of that magic if we see them in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I enjoyed playing at that rink, so yeah, it'll be exciting.
The old rodeo barn. Maynard Little wants to know, what NHL team would you like to play on? If you could pick one.
I would probably say somewhere down south. I think probably maybe Florida or a team like Dallas for the better weather. I feel like being from Toronto, I wouldn't want to play there because if you have a bad game, you're going to hear about it, and then a little less taxes. So, yeah, I'd go to Dallas probably.
It's a smart choice. Although the Leafs could probably use you at this point.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to go.
Oh, everyone's asking the same questions.
I was going to say Tree Living make the call, but he's not there anymore either.
Yeah, I mean, Prowlers first.
What's your favorite road building to play in?
It's a good one.
Definitely bingo, for sure. I mean, the games are intense, so, you know, that's like a really intense game. That's where your adrenaline's going, and then their crowd is loud, so definitely that spot. I think the ice is pretty good too, honestly. But, yeah, that's the loudest rink. It's the biggest, so, yeah, I think we have our best games there.
Johnny, what's your favorite road building to play in?
I'd have to go bingo or Athens. Like, Athens was great, brand new building, but there's nothing like playing in bingo in a rivalry game like that. It's just the intensity is there from warm-ups until the end of the game, and they do have the nicest ice in the league.
I would like to go back to Athens. Like, that place is that's such an awesome building.
Yeah, it's so much fun to play there too.
Did
you get to play in Athens last year?
Yeah, I played there last year. It was, really new building, and they pack it too.
Justin Gerard wants to know what does being a Prowler mean to you?
I think it means a lot. There's a lot of pride that comes with it. I think you feel it in our locker room on like Monday to Thursday before anyone even sees the games. How everyone's acting, the intensity we have throughout practices. I mean, like you have B-Way leading the charge for the most part, but he'll say his spiel before practice, and everybody feels it for sure. So it means a lot. I have a lot of pride in being a Prowler, and excited to get going.
Brian Larson wants to know, who's your favorite equipment manager? No, I'm just kidding. That's not what he asked. He said, who's your favorite NHL player, past or present?
I would have to say Cale Makar. I think he's the best D in the league. But, he does things that, almost everyone else can't do. It's just exciting to watch, and I wouldn't say you try to learn things from him, but it's just cool to see how he moves his feet and is able to beat people, and then, it's just exciting.
Quinn Hughes is better.
I disagree.
Does he go rogue?
Does Cale Makar go rogue?
I mean, Cale Makar does go rogue, and sometimes he calls his number, and it works out. Works out well for him.
As long as you find the back of the net, no one's going to complain, right?
Yeah, you just got to find the back of the net at the end of it.
Here's another one from Justin Gerard. Johnny, does pineapple belong on pizza? This is a competitive debate last year.
I mean, I don't mind it. It's not my go-to. If I have pineapple or Hawaiian pizza in front of me, I'm gonna eat a slice. But I'm a good classic pepperoni. But I think it belongs on pizza.
Crazy. He says it's not his go-to, but when you ordered pizza, it would be like half the pizzas would be pineapple. Crazy. Reagan wants to know, what's your game day routine look like? I guess outside E-Bowl.
Game day routine, we have our morning skate that starts at 10. Usually get back around 12. I'll eat something, relax for a little bit, and then usually from like 2 to 3:30, I'll take a nap, eat the rest of what I'm going to eat, or now just start heading my way to Tropical Smoothie, and then, heading to the rink, just playing sewer. No real superstitions before the games.
Anybody else with questions here at Wings? Feel free to raise your hand. I see B-Way has his hand up again. So, what you got?
Mama's favorite Italian dish.
Mama's favorite Italian dish? I'm going to have to say the lasagna. Homemade, very good.
Anybody else in here? Oh.
Current power rankings, I would have to say Reed Cooper. He just beat me, but I would say it's pretty even. I would say myself. He'd probably say him, but we definitely know who the worst PGA player is on the team, and it's Dylan Marty.
More hockey coaching power rankings.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to call my superior, Connor Bazal. He was ranked third. But, yeah, I had a great talk with Morakaki. He put me fourth. And, yeah, there was someone who was still an intern on the job. But
when did he put you fourth? Because wasn't somebody else an honorable mention there? I saw.
There was an honorable mention, and then he had a tough day on Tuesday, and he took a mental health day today. And should be back ready to help Morakaki tomorrow if there's a skate.
Jordan wants to know, what's your favorite memory with the boys off the ice?
I would say, yeah, just post games. I would say Saturday night. I mean, we're a tight group, so you usually have the whole team out there. And doesn't really matter what you're doing, just having the guys together, especially after 2 wins, is always a good time. And we're usually hanging out even after the bars close together. So, yeah, almost every Saturday at home.
All right. Do we have our wing of the week ready? I believe we do. Sam Keeley is stepping in as our wing of the week guy this week. Shout out Sam Keeley for joining us.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, do it. All right. These
It smells like classic buffalo.
they look hot, yeah.
Supposed to guess, right?
Yeah, well, you taste it first, yeah.
One bite?
One bite.
No water. It's crazy.
Woo!
Can we get a water at table 1?
Wow.
Woo!
That's hot.
What's your guess there?
I feel like I can't even taste anything.
Okay, so
Something buffalo.
it's
with-
not the wall sauce because we already did that.
I am going to eat another one, but there's some spice there.
Just a little
I was
bit.
just like, oh, this is classic buffalo. Like, here we go. Thank God.
Mango?
Pineapple? No, I'm just kidding.
Mango habanero. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel the habanero.
Yeah.
Johnny, put in your application for Food Network. That was pretty good.
I'm going again.
Johnny's going again, so he'll be out of commission for the next couple minutes. Any more questions in here for Nick Favaro? Anybody? I think we might have another one here on the stream.
Never.
What's your favorite place to go in Port Huron?
I would say, I mean, there's a couple good spots. For lunch, I would say Pompey's or Senor Tequila.
Both great options. Johnny, where you like to go?
I got to go with Casey's.
Classic. Great spot. Bella Bola. Well, how about wings? I mean, these are pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, 100%. If I'm looking for wings, I'm coming to Wings.
Yes. This is the place to go for wings.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm ordering mango habanero.
Maybe not.
My mouth is on fire. I ate a second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mahalo Q, my favorite sauce. It's a little pineapple and barbecue. You got a little fruit in that one too, but
Yeah.
doesn't burn my taste buds off.
Do you think you could do the wall sauce challenge?
I think I could. Do I want to? No.
No. Yeah. I'd agree with that.
20 boneless
No
or bone
shot.
in?
Wow. You got to come hungry. All right. Let's get to our picks here. Now, I'm going to give you guys a choice. So we can either do picks this week, and then we have a season wrap-up show where we announce who wins, or we just get the final standings right now.
Well, is there a chance? Is there a chance for anybody to win?
To predict?
Yeah.
Or is it over?
No.
Okay, we're predicting. We're predicting.
Close. Okay. All right. So our final predictions.
Yeah, Will was trying to get the win there. Make
No.
that known. I assume he's in the lead. He was
I'm
just
not-
trying to take the championship right
Hang
there.
on. I just wanted to see if you were going to be up to do a coach's show after the season ends.
Yeah, no, I think we should have a nice little wrap up.
Nice wrap up. Hopefully get a nice big trophy on the corner of the table when we do it too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's what we're all looking forward to. You want another one?
But let's get the standings here. Last week I went 9-2.
Good week, Will.
Good week. Another good week.
Great week.
I reached the 100-win mark. 134 is my record. I'm in the lead. Coach Graham, 9-2 as well. The staff is 96-38 this season. And Jamie Bucell went 8-3. The players are 95-39 this season. So,
Still life.
4 games back, 5 games back of first place. What do you want the order to be?
Let's let
I'll
the
go last.
No, players go. Actually, yeah, we'll let him go last.
Okay.
Because they're a game
I need
back.
to do something different.
So, who do you want to go first, me or you?
You.
Me. Okay.
You're in the lead, Will.
All right.
Take the lead.
All right. Well, let's start with the Indiana Sentinels traveling down to Athens to take on the Rock Lobsters. And they have a 2-game set, and I'm going to take Athens for both.
You sure about that?
I am sure about that.
Indies look good a couple weeks.
They have, but
They play hard.
not good enough.
You sure you don't want to take Indiana, Will?
I'm sure.
All right, I'm going to take an Athens sweep as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be taking Athens sweep.
All right, so they will not get any closer to me after that. We move on to Columbus and Monroe. This is a very good matchup. Both games in Monroe. The second and third teams in the Continental Division, a potential first-round playoff preview. And I am going to take a Monroe sweep. A little bit bold.
I'm going to take a Columbus sweep. I'm coming.
Ooh.
I'm coming, Will.
Yeah, I'm going to take a Columbus sweep as well. I need to get my games over you.
All right.
It's a little sink or swim for us
Yeah,
over here.
that's gonna be big. Blue Ridge and Biloxi, 2-game set down in Biloxi, and I'm gonna take a Blue Ridge sweep.
I'm going to take a Blue Ridge sweep as well.
I'm going to do a split. Shout out Gellerman. We were watching him this Saturday, and he looked good, so we're going to give him a split.
How many goals do you think Gellerman scores this weekend?
I'm going to say Gellerman has 1-1. Scores Friday, assists Saturday.
Wow.
I got
All
a
right.
Schlepp goal coming, too.
You got a Schlepp goal coming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about Spinelli?
Gelly spinner assist on Schlepp goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If that happens, I get the win.
Well,
I get the win of picking games.
we'll have to talk to the committee.
For how long? For all 3? Hasn't he sat
It's
a
2
couple?
games.
He's definitely sat at least one. No. Uh-oh. This might not look good for you.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, never mind.
We'll see.
Spinner goal assisted by Gelly.
All right. Friday nights, the Danbury Hat-Tricks visiting the Watertown Wolves, and I think Danbury does what it has to do to keep its playoff hopes alive. I think the Hat-Tricks take that win.
I'm going to go hat tricks as well.
Yeah, I'm going hat tricks too.
Now, they also have to hope for a Topeka Scarecrows loss. The Scarecrows are hosting the Baton Rouge Zydeco for 2 games. I think they will split that weekend.
I'm going to go Topeka sweep.
Yeah, Topeka sweep.
We're tied. You're just going to be behind me when I pick all these right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the last series. Crazy.
Three more total games to pick. We start with a home and home between PD and Twin City. Twin City is still alive, by the way. If they sweep PD, I believe they are either tied or like a point back, and that could make things very interesting.
No, yeah, they're 6 points back, so a sweep of PD here puts them tied going into the last weekend.
I think they split, though,
I'm going to go Twin City sweep.
for the drama.
I'm gonna do PD sweep then.
Ooh, everybody different. That could be important. And then one last game, Binghamton at Watertown on Saturday. I'm going to take the Black Bears.
I'm going to take the Black Bears.
I'll take the Black Bears too.
Those are your final game picks here on the Coaches Show. We'll see if these guys can make up the necessary ground to catch the media staff, or if the media staff will win the first ever game picks.
Yeah, you got a slight advantage there, being 4 games ahead. So I kind of had to go off of what you did, which is good because you could have just picked the same as me if you went last. So
Well, we all started the season 0-0, so
Not me. I got up here in a tough spot.
it's a team effort.
Yeah.
So, well, that's all we have here for the Prowlers Coaches Show. Again, this weekend, Friday night in Binghamton, Saturday night in Danbury, both 7 o'clock puck drops. You can watch them here at Wings, etc. We will have watch parties, both games this weekend. I hear there will be some interesting activities going on during these watch parties, for what I've been told. Hopefully more details come my way at some point shortly, but lots of fun stuff going on during the watch parties this weekend. So come on out to Wings, etc. to watch those games. And then April 10th and 11th, the final regular season weekend, we will be home for Flags Throwback Night and Fan Appreciation Night. So Alex Johnson, Nick Favaro, thanks so much for joining us on the Coaches Show.
thank you, Will.
In sync, like they've been playing together all year.
Good Cam.
And Johnny, we look forward to seeing you back on the ice on Friday.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been too long. This was the first time you've been out with injury, right?
Yeah,
In your
ever.
Prowler career?
First time in my Prowler career being out with injury. I think I played, I think it was like 214 games in a
Iron
row.
Man.
I calculated. I think Grammer had a higher one than me, but
Well, was that total in a row or without injury? Because I believe you got suspended.
yeah, no, that's total. It was 214 in a row. I did get 1 game suspension a little while back, so
Probably was a freak out.
a little bit.
Yeah.
First time we ever played Motor City. Fun fact.
Yeah, well, that'll happen. Motor City, we'll be back next year, and hopefully we can control ourselves a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a little fun rivalry we got there.
A lot of fun. Looking forward to having that back next year. But first, some good rivalries this weekend on the road. That will wrap things up here from the Prowlers Coaches Show. Thank you guys for joining us. And I think the last Coaches Show will be after the season is done. So come out to McMorran Place for all the home games. Tune in on the PHP Network for all the road games. And we'll see you there. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to Prowlers Coaches Shows all year long. This has been really awesome to bring to you guys. And we look forward to seeing you at the last one here